guys, Freedom1 here, and welcome to my live reaction and review for Haikyuu Chapter 307, Tenacity. Alright guys, so it's the start of we're currently in the second set. Nekoma have just scraped through, got the first set with basically a communication error. That was basically a mistake. They lulled them into a false sense of security. So what's going to happen this week? Let's get straight into this week's chapter, guys. I know this chapter live reaction review is a little bit late. I am sorry about that, guys, but due to work and a lot of other things going on, I didn't have the chance to do it yesterday. That's why you're getting it all today, plus whatever The Promised Neverland, which came out today as well. So anyway, let's get straight into this week's chapter. I'm looking forward to it. I know you guys are. Let's do this. All right. So it looks like we're going back to about the communication error. How is Karasuno faring before the start of the second set? The communication error just now was a mistake. Okay? It was a mistake caused by our entire team's attention being focused on preparing for an attack. So we've got this back to 0-0. This is coming from Coach Ukai. Just like our serves that hit the net or are out are mistakes. Okay? Let's say you are stuck between a rock and a hard place, and it seems like you're forced to make a choice between doing a powerful serve or playing it safe and just getting the ball across. Thing is, you're misunderstanding the situation. The right response is to do a powerful serve and not miss. Okay? So in that vein, the correct response to our situation earlier would have been to save that chance ball and to have everyone perform an attack on top of that. Right? That was my ball. Alright, so that's Daichi saying, look, I fucked up. That's on me. Our end goal remains unchanged. We go at them with a multi-person team attack and dominate the rally. Okay, so that's the general plan. It's fine to be indecisive over which exact attack pattern to use, but don't you dare hesitate when it comes to dominating the rally. Their philosophy doesn't change. Chapter 307, Tenacity. Alright, so basically saying, look, don't change the way you're playing. Keep playing your style. Don't play their game. Play your game. Force them to adapt to your game. Okay? So it's currently 6-4 to Karasuno. We've got some chanting. Nice. Asashi. Push it, Asashi. So we got Asashi's serve. Gives another. So he's going up for the serve. So he's caught. Ah! Bang, it's landed out. My serve toss was just off. Was a bit off just now. And for the earlier one as well. So he's analyzing as he goes. Lucky Nekoma. Alright, so it's currently 6-5 to Karasuno. Okay. Our current rotation. We've got Kuro serving. Kai, Yamamoto in the backline for Nekoma. We've got Heiba, Kenma, and Fukinaga on the net. For Karasuno, we've got Tanaka, Kageyama, and Suki up front. And we've got more than likely Nishinoya, Daichi, and Asashi in the backline with Hinata as the sub. Alright, so Kuro's gone up for the serve. Ashi's so Ashi get it. So Kageyama's making a move. Okay, what's going on? Alright, so it was like it came my way after all. So Lev's gone up. It's hit Yamamoto. So I believe he set up for Suki. Looks like he set up for Suki. A vertical attack from near the attack line, in spite of the slightly unwieldy formation. Follow! However, Nekoma manages to save even this one. Chance ball, one more. So they're all setting up. Nekoma's using the tenacity, their defensive abilities there. Alright, so it's gone for Kenma. He's gone for the same shot. Bang! Daichi's reacted. Boom. How irritating. So Kenma's gone for the exact same thing again. Right, Daichi's received. A first touch to give room to breathe. Okay? And Hinata's like, synchro attack. So they're going for another synchro attack. Kageyama's going for the set. Bang, he's gone to Tanaka. Bang, he's got it in. Nice. Hey! So it's like 7-5 Karasuno over Nekoma. Kuro's like, he's cracking the shit. Karasuno's first set doesn't seem to have put a damper on this set at all. It's coming from the commentators. Given the communication error they had earlier, I thought they'd be a bit more indecisive. And that's come from Kuro. So this Kuro and Haikyuu are swapping. Okay. Karasuno comes off as a really reckless team, and that is how they actually are sometimes. But in reality, they are a lot more cool-headed than everyone gives them credit for. And they think things through. So that's come from Kenma. While the strong and those who are getting stronger are always evolving and becoming something new, they also have a core. So that's come from Coach Nakamata. Karasuno's core is their strong will to attack, which does not waver easily. Right, so it looks like they're going up. Same looks like Lev's going to spike in. Similarly, he's got the point, 7-6. So we've got some chanting. Nice, Lev. Push, Lev. So our current rotation is Fukinaga's serve. We've got, I believe it's either Kuro or Haikyuu, and then Kai for their backline from Nekoma. Then we've got Kenma, Heiba, and Yamamoto in their front line. For Karasuno, we've got Hinata, Tanaka, and Kageyama in the front line. We've got Nishinoya, Asashi, and Daichi in the back line. All right. So they're going for a serve. Seemingly, it's a floater. Is this short serve targeting Hinata too? So Nishinoya-san, got this. And Nishinoya's come in, bang, received it. And Hinata's like, huh? So Hinata's setting up. Kageyama's gone up. Tanaka looks like he's flying. Lev is seemingly watching. Kageyama's setting it up for Tanaka. Bang. He's gone up for this. So he's got a one touch. Lev up. Okay. Tora. So he's set it. Okay. Bang. He's Yamamoto sent it flying. Nishinoya's received it. Nice receive. It wasn't nice at all. Right. So Nishinoya's like, shit. Kageyama's stopped for the block. What's going on? Ooh! Oh, Kageyama's gone up. So Kenma's gone to... No, it's Lev, sorry. He's gone to try to shut out. Right? Kageyama's gone up. And we got Hinata! Hinata's like, it's like, oh! Hinata's come flying through. Bang. It's been received. An instance of a tricky situation is transformed into an opportunity for a powerful attack. What terrifying offensive ability Karasuno possesses. This has come from the commentators. However, Nekoma refuses to let even this one through. Fall back. So everyone's coming back. Asashi's received it. All right, I'm going to have to zoom in a little bit, guys. Okay, there we go. Synchro attack. Hinata incoming from the center. Right? So he's gone up and he's gone down. We've got Asashi come, and behind him, Azumane with a high-speed attack. Bang, so he received... Excuse me. Yeah. Oh, the tenacity. This is the tenacious Nekoma. All right. So we've got Nekoma basically doing their thing. They make it sound like the kiddies are the only ones being tenacious like that. Nekoma's showing tenacity through defense, and Karasuno is persevering through attack. They're so persistent. Every single time, the team goes in as both the spiker and the decoy. Even the only real difference is whether you're being persistent on the ground or in mid-air. Tinder-san is pretty savage towards the people actually involved. The crows with their skies and the domain as their domain have to repeat the most physically taxing motion of jumping over and over. So they probably have it harder. Fall back, one more. And so my guess is that the kiddies know it too. So they're talking about Nekoma there. Look at Nekoma work so hard to save the ball. It really makes me want to cheer for them, even though they're our enemies. It's sort of like they're enduring their suffering or something or other. The ones who are enduring could well be Karasuno. Come now. Let's drag those crows back down to earth. The mounting pressure from the insistent saves. So we've got Yamamoto there, bang, diving, receiving it, sending it back over. And that's chapter 307. End. Alright, so we're seeing what Nekoma are trying to do here. Alright, but anyway, guys, just hang on a second. We'll jump straight into the review. Alright, guys, so chapter 307 of Haikyuu tenacity. We pretty much got a general idea of what the game plans for both teams are within this week's chapter. So, with Nekoma, it's basically been tenacity and just bang, constantly forcing them to go again and again and again. We also saw in this chapter that Kenma, tried to pull the same play that he did to win the first set, but Daichi came in and received it and set it up and went through again. The things that we also kind of noticed is that with I believe it was Coach Ukai. I'm going to jump back to the start. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm just going to find it. Basically, it starts off with them in a team meeting with Coach Ukai saying, look, it's fine to be indecisive over which exact attack plan to use, but don't you dare hesitate when it comes to dominating the rally. All right. So basically, what he's saying is like, we are an attacking team. Let's dominate that rally. Let's force them to be defensive, which Nekoma, they are a defensive team. Let's keep dominating. Don't hesitate. Just keep going. Go at them with multi-person team attacks and dominate the rallies. So that's his general, basically his general thing to it. With Nekoma, and we do see by the end of the chapter with where is it? Sorry guys, I'm kind of jumping in between different pages. Where Nekoma, they've like Karasuna could well be Karasuna, and then we've got the commentators going, come now, let's drag those crows back to Earth. Sorry, not the commentators. Then that's Nekoma's thought process, right? But they also know that enduring on the ground is a lot easier than enduring by having to go back, run, jump, bang, jump, run, jump. So obviously things are a lot more difficult for Karasuno, but in saying that, Karasuno are an offensive team. They attack, sometimes with reckless abandon. That's what makes them so enjoyable to watch. And so, even though a lot of people are saying that Nekoma are tenacious, Karasuno are just as tenacious. They're just more persevering. So the question is going to be, can Karasuno maintain this for this set as well as the next set? Or is Nekoma going to wear them out, maybe let them take the second set and then use that third set to really launch and take it to them? That's the real question here. What is Nekoma's final play? I think when it comes to Kenma, that's his general idea, is to obviously limit Hinata, hence the reason they are still targeting Hinata with the serves. Karasuno has countered that by having Nishinoya or Daichi or someone else come in and receive it, which then allows Hinata to go up for attacks and stuff like that. So we're seeing Karasuno are still at it. They're being tenaciously a pain in the ass, going in, with Nekoma constantly dinging it up, keeping the ball alive, creating chance balls over and over, and creating pressure that way rather than offensive pressure, which is Karasuno's trying to exert on them. So it's really an interesting to and fro that we have going at the moment within this match. But overall, guys, I know what I'm trying to say. I can speak English. Progression, not a ton of progression, enough to keep us interested and to really show the tenacity of Nekoma as well as the tenacity of Karasuno, and showing the two very differing styles of play. Nekoma's very defensive, pain in the ass, annoyance, and Karasuno's full-on aggressive, over-the-top, reckless, abandoned attack. So the question is going to be, can Karasuno hang on and maintain this, or will Nekoma wear him out enough to the point where Nekoma comes out on top? That is the question we need to ask. That is what we need to figure out, and that's what we're going to be finding out, obviously in these next few chapters. So in saying that, overall, guys, for this chapter, the art was solid. We got a bit of progression, not a ton, but enough That will keep me happy. Basically, them kind of setting up the whole play, their strategies, stuff like that. I like that. I like that a lot. We needed that. But it's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out now. Overall, guys, for this chapter, for Haikyuu chapter 307, I'm going to give it 3 stars. It was better than average. It was a good chapter, an enjoyable chapter. Not super hype. We haven't seen anything really crazy happening as of late. Just general match play. That's all we're really kind of seeing. So I'm hoping, excuse me. So I'm hoping that over the next few chapters, we're going to get some more epic, crazy stuff. Excuse me. But anyway, guys, that is all for me. Let me know in that comment section below what you guys thought. Did you like it? Didn't like it? All that kind of jazz. And as always, guys, I'm Free01. You guys are awesome. Smash that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. It's completely and totally free. And you know we all like that free shit. And as also, dingle that bell. It will dangle every time I upload. And as always, I'll catch you guys with another live reaction and review. Peace.
Run away! Run away!